but I think it's also a nice flip, like for women to understand like some of the struggles of men. I mean,
they don't have that many struggles.
They don't have that many struggles. I mean, we're saying this from we're women.
We're women and we suffer a lot.
True, but if you're a man and you think that you have struggles, write us. Let us know.
Yeah,
Maybe
please write us. Hey guys, welcome back.
We're kind of cultured. I'm Asia.
I'm Carla. And, well, we wanted to start with thanking the one person that sent in a question to our email.
Much appreciated.
It's what's the email?
Oh, here. I have it just a sec.
Oh, no, the email.
I'm sorry?
Podcast, Kinda Cultured.
Yes. Send your questions to Kinda Cultured Podcast 4, as in like the number 4, at gmail.com. So, please. That'd be great.
And we're going to start off answering the one question that we got about our last episode, which was Netflix and prom.
So the question reads, hi, I saw in American movies that there is a party in school where girls must invite boys. Is that similar to prom? Is that prom or similar to prom? Thank you. I love your podcast. Thank you, viewer. Thank you. So, are you familiar with this?
No. So it's a party where girls have to ask boys to go instead of boys asking girls like it is in prom.
Yes. So traditionally, or what I think she's referring to, is Sadie Hawkins dance. And it is pretty notorious in like a lot of high school-y movies. I personally have never been to one, but I do know that it's...
I've never even seen one in movies. Well, I don't watch a lot of movies.
Really?
No. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like, I think like Hannah Montana had an episode about it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like it is in quite a bit of like shows and stuff. I think traditionally it's in middle school, not in high school. And I mean, I hear that it's like a big deal and that like girls have a hard time.
What is it called again?
Sadie Hawkins.
It's the name of a person.
I don't know. We should probably look that up. I don't know if like she was the first one ever, the pioneer of
inviting boys out.
Inviting boys out.
Okay, so we're here with our producer, Yanela, and she's gonna help us with finding out what Sadie Hawkins means or why it's called that.
You asked and we provided a live fact checker.
Yes. Yay.
Okay. But yeah, I don't know if it's the name of a person or if it's just a thing. I know that traditionally it's like something that happens like in southern states. I want to say that like
southern states putting women
first
to take the first move. Wow.
Progressive.
So progressive. No offense. But you know.
But you know who you are.
Yeah.
Alabama.
Alabama. Check. We talked about Alabama again. Okay, wow.
We name names here. But
no, we don't.
Yeah. I think it's like southern states. I want to say like it's like hay bales and stuff like that.
What is that?
Like hay bales, like every time I've seen it in a movie, it's like they go on hay bale rides, like the hay that you would give to like horses, and they sit on it, and like it's in a truck, and they go on hay bale rides.
Well, America.
How do you spell Sadie Hawkins?
S-A-D-I-E? Sadie? Sadie.
Sadie.
Hawkins, H-A-W-K-I-N-S.
Well, so that was like the first version of like Bumble.
Yes. Pre-Bumble. I think so.
So if
you guys are not familiar with it? Or?
Yeah. Bumble is a super cool app that focuses on helping women build connections in a safe platform. Mm-hmm. They started as a dating app, which is what you might know it as. But we're obsessed, Bumble.
If you know us, you know.
Yeah, if you know us, you know. Like, we are, as we said before, in portfolio school, and anytime we have the chance to pick a brand to do work on,
it's Bumble.
It's Bumble.
Because they're great.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yes.
Oh, you got it? Okay, what is it?
The Sadie Hawkins. No, I text Asia so she can read it.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Yanela.
So, pause on Bumble, back to Sadie Hawkins.
So, the Sadie Hawkins dance is named after Lil Abner, aka Lil Abner. It's a comic strip character, Sadie Hawkins, created by cartoonist Al Capp. In the strip, Sadie Hawkins' day fell on any given day in November. The unmarried woman of Dog Patch got to chase the Bachelor and marry up with one that they caught. The event was introduced in a daily strip which ran on November 15th, 1937.
Wow.
This is unlike most traditional dances in which men invite the women. History, guys.
Yeah, hashtag history.
That's cool.
Wow. Sadie Hawkins, pioneer of asking men out.
That's so weird. And the fact that it came from like a comic strip, which is like almost obsolete now. People aren't reading newspapers, much more comic strips.
Wow.
That's really cool. And I mean, I'm really happy that it actually turned into a dance.
A dance.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I've never been to it, but it always seems like a really big deal in shows. And I imagine that if I had to ask a guy out while in middle school, while still being like an awkward, pimply teenager, it would have been a really big deal.
But it's so empowering. Like, it shows guys, since they're little, that women rule.
Yeah, but I think it's also a nice flip, like for women to understand like some of the struggles of men. I mean,
they don't have that many struggles.
They don't have that many struggles. I mean, we're saying this from we're women.
We're women and we suffer a lot.
True, but if you're a man and you think that you have struggles, write us. Let us know.
Yeah,
Maybe
please write us. We would love to hear from you. Not being sarcastic at all. We would actually love to hear from you.
Yes, but
get a little bit cultured on men
and
their struggles.
Struggle.
On their one struggle, asking women out. But so then Bumble came along.
Yes, Bumble.
And they flipped
the switch.
Flip the switch? I was gonna say switch the table or flip the table.
Yeah.
Flip the table? How the turntables?
The tides have turned. I don't know.
No, that's from The Office, guys. Never. If you don't watch The Office, why are you watching us? Just kidding. She doesn't watch The Office, right?
I mean, I know it. I know enough to like know references.
The other day I said how the turntables, and you're like, that's not how the saying goes.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And I was like, it's
was like,
from The
Carla,
Office. I'm not stupid.
This is not how it goes. Don't say that in public.
I always say it in public. It's my favorite quote from The Office. And that's what she said. Not too. But what was I saying?
Bumble,
yeah. So they flipped the tables. Is that a saying?
I mean, I would say like they flipped the switch.
They flipped the switch on traditional dating norms, and well, they started as a dating app, as I said, and where women had to start up the conversation. Like whenever you got a match, you had to wait for the woman to text you first, and she could just like text everybody.
Like she had the power to.
Yeah, she had the power. And I mean, I guess they started it. So the founder of Bumble, I guess we're going all in.
Yeah. This is a Bumble themed episode, guys. Grab your hats.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So she was on Tinder's like
team.
founding team, whatever thing. And she said it was like a boys club, and
she really wanted to change the conversations, and she really wanted to have women actually feel empowered, because like I think the connotation of Tinder was always a little sleazy. Even from the beginning, people were like,
using it to hook up.
Yeah. It wasn't trying to find meaningful relationships.
Yeah, and she wanted to create something that would make women feel comfortable and safe and not receive dick pics every 5 minutes, and I think she accomplished it. Well, I love Bumble. I used to be on it when I was single.
And she also has like the different modes.
Yeah, so that's newer.
Yeah.
She has dating mode, BFF mode, where you can find friends, which I used for a little bit in 2015. Last time I used it, yeah, but I couldn't find any friends because it was like newer, so it was a little bit weird people on it. But I'm sure now it's better. Kinks. Yeah, I'm sure now it's better.
The people like you're weird, man.
Because it makes sense. Like at the time, I was like, this makes sense. Like girls that don't have friends. Go on this because they don't have friends, but they don't have friends because
they're weird.
Yeah, they're weird. But then I was on it because all my friends moved away, and then I was like, I'm not that weird, but I am weird, and I don't have many friends, so maybe I should be back on it. And then they have Bumble Biz, which is just for like networking and meeting other.
That's what I have now. I think it's super great. I mean, especially for people who like have a hard time going to networking events.
Yeah.
And if you like me, like I don't even know what to say to people at networking events, but On Bumble Biz, it's like super organic. Like people know what you're there for. You know, you can like send them a message and say like, oh look, you know, I'm a college student. I just need some help. Mentorships. I think it's great. Super great.
Yeah. So we're even doing our master's thesis with them.
Yes.
They're super cool and helpful and nice and smart and lovely.
Yes, nothing but good things. But I mean, I think that actually brings us to like a broader conversation about like dating apps in general and like dating experience like for the modern millennial and how much it has changed, I think.
Yeah. I guess what I hear from my friends all the time and like people that I talk to about dating apps, because I'm super, super pro dating apps. I met my boyfriend on a dating app. It was a little bit unconventional because like I knew who he was from before, but whatever. But people say like, oh my God, I could never do that. Like I could never, how could you? And I dated online a lot when I was single, and I lived in Philadelphia. I dated online a lot, and I took it because they're like, oh, what if you meet someone and you don't like them, whatever. I never came into the dates with that thought. I was always more like, you know, I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna have a nice meal, like a nice glass of wine, and then like go home if I'm not feeling it, or you know, maybe go bar hopping or like whatever, do something else afterwards if I like the guy. And I always had super positive experiences. Obviously, like I would let my sister know where I was and like ask her to call me like within an hour of me being there to like let her know that I was fine and safe. I would like let her or my friends know the address of the place where we were meeting, always in public, never in an apartment for the first time, please. Just be safe. But I always went into it just thinking like, you know, this is another person that I may or may not have a connection with, but they are here and I'm gonna have fun and I'm gonna see where it goes, but enjoy the time, you know. I
think like I want to say at one point like 3 dating apps. So like Bumble, OkCupid, and one more that I can't remember. And for the most part, it was just like really fun to just talk to people, especially if you're not like I don't think that I'm a super social person. So like if you have kind of like a test run on an app where you can talk to people and see how like those conversations go and then figure out like, is it something you actually want to move out of like the virtual? I thought it was cool. And like my best friend, like one of my really good friends, like she got married from a dating app and like she's expecting and I hear like I think it's really cool, but like it's funny because like you talk to like the older generation and they just like have such like disdain for dating apps, and there's parts of it that I get. Like I can understand that like it's weird to like say like, oh, I met my husband while flipping through a couple hundred guys. I get that. But I just don't think that people interact in the same way. I don't think like when you go to the grocery store or you go to a bar, I don't think it's as like this romantic experience anymore where someone, boy meets girl, girl meets boy, they cross eyes from across her. Like
she drops the books, he picks them up.
And it's like that does not happen. And the more that people realize that and they still like decide that they want to have these relationships and they take the initiative and go on these apps, I think you'll end up being a lot more happier. Yeah.
And like it helps you take risks and like get out of your comfort zone and like meet cool people.
Yeah. That maybe
even if it doesn't work out.
It can be super platonic, but you can meet great people, just friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Plus, when I started using Tinder in 2013, I'm so old. It was frowned upon, kind of like when I would tell my parents that like, oh, I'm going on a date with this guy I met online, and they would be like, why? It's so dangerous, blah, blah, blah. But like, I was always safe, so. But now, I mean, everybody does it.
Yeah.
And if you don't do it, it's because you're old school, I guess.
I mean, I think like a lot of dating apps have like done a lot of initiatives to make things a lot more safer. I remember like downloading the app and like my mom like saw it on my phone and she's like, Asia, did you not just hear about like the Craigslist killer?
Yeah.
You're gonna die. Like it was like an absolute, and I was like, like
and
now,
there's killers everywhere, to be fair.
That's true.
Like if you go to the bar and they're there,
yeah,
they might kill you later. And it's worse because when you meet someone online, you should do your research, like, you know, stalk them a little bit, not in a illegal way, just like see see what
Instagram.
yeah, like
Facebook.
see his social media profiles,
Yeah.
like make sure he's a real person,
Yeah.
that he's not like, you know.
He has family
Exactly.
and a job.
Exactly. And that's what I would do.
Yeah.
And I would always like reassure myself that they weren't not social, serial killers. But they always might be still. So if you meet
That's
someone at a bar, I was thinking, when you go to a bar and you see, 10 hot single guys and you pick the one you like the most and you approach them,
Mm-hmm.
isn't that just like being on Tinder and being like seeing 10 pictures and choosing one?
I mean, yeah, but I would almost say that Tinder's better in that now you get to see like
totally
their bio and
their astrological sign
yeah.
on Bumble.
If
on
that's
Bumble.
important for you.
I know they have that on Bumble now.
Yeah.
I don't know Tinder.
Yeah,
Probably.
I've never downloaded Tinder. I'm not sure, but what I do think is cool is that some bars. Well, I saw on the news that like some bars have like this code word, like you ask for like a drink.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
called like Angel. Or something.
Angel. Well, I saw like if you go to the bar, like if you're feeling uncomfortable on your date and you go to the bartender and you're like, hey, is Angel here? They know that's
To
the one
call
I
you,
read. Yeah, they
like,
know to
Uber.
like make sure you're safe until like the police arrives or until
the guy leaves or until like something.
Exactly.
Yeah, which I think is so smart, so great, especially because like I mean I know that the whole dating app thing is not traditional, but like you were saying, no one's safe, no one for sure, no one's like absolutely
Anything can happen to you at any moment. I watch a lot of true crime videos and like holy shit, anything can happen to you at any minute. So
God, that's sad, but yeah.
it's so sad. I'm sorry to end this on I'm not end this, but like bring this down in such a sad note. But it's true.
People are just killing people
Everywhere, all the time.
all the time for no reason at all.
Funny that you say that because a couple months ago, I guess, I watched a show that was about like this guy who seemed
Normal.
normal, and he ended up being a murderous.
Are you talking about the show You?
Yeah, you. It's on Netflix.
Yes,
But-
I think a lot of people have been watching it.
I don't know if that was a Netflix original.
It
or-
wasn't. I know a lot of people started watching it because it went to Netflix, but
Yeah,
it was initially
I
like
did.
on FX or AMC, something else, and then it went to Netflix.
That's funny. The same thing happened with La Casa de Papel. I don't know what the name is in English. Did you know? The Money Heist.
Uh-huh.
Money
Okay.
Heist. It was like on this whatever network in Spain, and when they put it on Netflix, it blew up like
Oh, wow.
everywhere. It's so good. You should watch it. But it's in Spanish, but obviously they
Subtitles.
yeah. And the actors are great. So yeah, I watched You,
Mm-hmm.
and
Who
he
has
seemed
like a rock star cast? You would think that people were watching it before Netflix, but okay.
yeah, I
Mhm.
know, and it's the guy from Gossip Girl.
Love
Gossip Girl that
him.
everyone
Pat and Bradley.
loves or hates because
Love, because he's Gossip Girl.
yeah.
Spoiler, but really?
Spoiler alert,
Really
Asia.
haven't seen Gossip Girls yet?
Yeah, no, it's been like 10 years.
Yeah.
You should get on
Jump
it.
on it.
Yeah. But yeah, so he seemed normal. He seemed
Normal.
sweet, perfect,
Yeah.
almost.
And
I mean,
they
perfect.
They met one another like traditionally, like
Yeah, exactly.
a normal run-in.
That's where I was going.
Yeah,
So anything can happen to you at any moment. Careful who you go on dates with.
that was really freaky. Like I can't even imagine having a stalker. They'd be so bored. They're like, oh my god, this girl.
She doesn't leave her
She
house.
doesn't leave her house. But yeah, love him. Love that sad way that it ended. I hear.
Yeah, she didn't finish watching it, but
No.
the girl
I love spoilers to be honest.
dies.
Yeah. Spoiler.
I don't mind spoilers because I hate surprises.
Me too, and it won't stop me from watching it. Like I'll still watch
exactly.
it. But
I mean, if it's like something that you really didn't expect, but this guy's is a serial killer.
mhm. You can only imagine. If
Yeah, I
he's gonna kill
mean, if
people.
he doesn't kill her, then the show sucks.
Yeah. But like Endgame, for instance, there was like a lot of people who had like an issue with spoilers. I mean, personally, I wanted to know. Like, I wanted to know who died going into Endgame.
No, I wouldn't have cared. I wouldn't have liked to know. Like for The Bachelorette,
Mm-hmm. You watch you
I know spoilers, but like, okay, so for this season, I'm on this Facebook group that I thought was just to discuss episodes, because not a lot of people in my life watch The Bachelorette or Bachelor.
This Bachelorette, she's boring.
She's not boring. She's a sweet, sweet human being. Southern, so sweet. You know where she's from? Alabama.
Just can't get enough.
Roll Tide. But yeah, so I was on this Facebook group, which it's super weird, but whatever. I'm on Facebook groups. And they posted a spoiler like, oh, here she is with this guy. They're from my hometown. And I was like...
So soon in the series? Like...
No, they're already done filming. They're done.
Okay.
So, but like, this was like while they were filming. Oh, he's in the top two, like whatever. And then like, of course he won. And I saw it. I saw the spoiler. And now I know who wins. So I just read all the spoilers.
Is that going to hinder you from finishing?
No, I'm still going to finish the show. And then I like to see, because I like to observe human behavior, or not human behavior, but like the reactions of the people that don't know who wins, or don't know like who's the villain or something. I like to see the reactions on Twitter, like, oh, I think this guy's going to win, and then I'm like, nope, he's the villain or something, you know. I don't say it, but I think it, because that would be spoiling it for everybody.
I mean, side note, but I think that The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, I think it's such a controversial show.
It's always been super controversial.
Did you hear what Kelly, from like Regis and Kelly, but now, formerly Regis and Kelly, but now Kelly and Ryan said?
Regis and Kelly?
The morning
show?
Kelly
Ripa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, she put on her Twitter, like, I don't even remember exactly what she said, but it was something along the lines of like The Bachelorette being like old, like this idea that women want to line up to meet a whole group of men and like date a whole bunch of men at the same time. It's crazy. And then Chris Harrison like replied to her tweet saying like, oh, something. He wrote a joke, but then like the producer replied to her tweet.
He's so controversial.
He was just like, oh, well, we're paying your check. Like,
yeah,
our show is like paying. Friggin' Kelly and Regis, or Kelly's whatever show has been on since the beginning of all time, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. She's paying her own damn check.
Yeah, he shouldn't have said that. But also, she shouldn't have said that, because if I was single and they were like, do you want to date 30 men? I would be like, sure. You know, maybe my parents would be mad at me. But it, like, really? Why not? You're traveling the world, you're getting freaking paid, and you're also dating 30 beautiful men. You don't
get paid right away. You have to leave your job, especially if you have a high-paying job.
But she already left her job to go on The Bachelor.
Well, that's if you're... Okay, yeah. You get paid if you're The Bachelorette. But
yeah, but she's The Bachelorette. No. The Bachelor, no, because I can't share my man. I can't. But The Bachelorette, I mean, I know I would have had to be a contestant from The Bachelor to be on The Bachelorette, because that's how it works. Yeah. But if they said, like, hey, you know, we need a new Bachelorette, and I was single, you know, Carla from 2015, 16, I would be like, yes, I would want to travel the world to get paid and date 30 beautiful, hot men. And they're all lining up to meet you because you're so amazing.
But that's just unrealistic.
Of course it's if it was normal, they wouldn't put it on TV.
I understand that, but you have to realize how weird it is. They find out who the Bachelor or the Bachelorette is maybe 3 months in advance. And having find that out, all of a sudden they come and they're like, oh my God, Carla, I want to be your husband. Like, you just got here. You just met me. Okay, and now you're head over heels.
Okay, I think that, you know, not all of them are there for the right reasons.
Sure. Most
of them aren't there for the right reasons. They want to be Instagram influencers. And
just along for the ride.
Yeah, exactly. But you can fall in love. You can fall in love in any setting, in my opinion.
Fine, yeah. Untraditional as it may be, fine.
Yeah, you can find love and, like, you know, meet someone that you actually maybe do want to spend the rest of your life with.
I agree, but I think if you're thinking about, like, data, how many of the Bachelor or Bachelorettes have stayed together? I only know
Bachelorettes, because you don't know them.
I do.
They're my friends.
Okay.
They're not my friends.
I was like,
they're not my friends.
What?
I wish they were my friends. They're not. But
I follow The Bachelor, Bachelorette. Like, I do. But I only watch the seasons I like. Like, I didn't watch Ari's season because why?
Hate Ari. But he is married with that girl. And they have a kid now.
However,
he's married with that girl, to that girl.
yeah, that wasn't the girl he initially chose. He
Well,
changed his mind,
yeah.
ruining that poor girl's life. Who was her? Well,
Becca. But first of all, it's TV, so he's allowed to do that. No, he's not. Just kidding. He's an asshole. He's an asshole. He's an asshole. But it's also TV, and like maybe it all like subconsciously, unconsciously, he, you know, had it in him like that. You know, maybe like, oh, I'm picking the wrong girl, but whatever. Maybe it'll make for great TV, and I'll get paid more, and I can fix this. You know.
I mean,
The girl that he married was the runner-up.
Yeah.
And he picked, her name's Lauren, he picked Becca, and they were like on a weekend retreat or whatever that they get after they're done filming before they come out as like the bachelor couple.
Mm-hmm.
They invited them both from like wherever they were living, and when she got there he was like, oh, like this is not a spa weekend. I'm breaking up with you. And she was like, what?
It was freaking disgusting.
And then she kept telling him to leave her alone, and he wouldn't.
He was he was awful. That whole season was a mess. He was a boring contestant.
Super
person
boring. Yeah.
In the first place. But fine, unpopular opinion. I don't necessarily think that making good TV should be the primary motivation. He ruined someone's life. Like,
no, but
that
okay,
was terrible.
He ruined her life for a couple months until she was announced Bachelorette, and then she made her money and met her love of her life.
Allegedly. We don't know if she loves this guy. We don't even know.
She loves him. Becca's super sweet.
I liked Becca. She didn't deserve that.
And she's honest and real, in my opinion.
Sure, she's more honest than most, but I also think that doesn't, just because she had like this supposed happy ending after all of this, doesn't mean that, fine, she's happy, but it doesn't make what he did okay.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. But I'm sure, like, she learned a lot, and
I learned zero things.
He
I learned nothing from that, like, other than he was trash.
Better.
I don't know, like, I watch reality TV, like, I like it. I like the trash, but I also recognize that it's trash. Like, it's not right what him and the producers did in order to make good TV.
You're right. It's not right. I don't support it. I enjoyed watching it. I'm not gonna lie.
That's just the truth. I mean, fine. Like, that's your truth. Like, I can't wait till the episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians when they talk about Jordan. I can't wait. Although I recognize that Khloe probably, like, she's exposing the worst time of her life. I recognize that. Good TV is good TV.
Yeah.
But it's still, like, terrible. And as women, we can't allow ourselves to be pawns in all of this. And that's what happened. For good TV and money.
That is so deep.
I mean, it's unpopular, but, like... Okay.
Yeah, we're not pawns. It's just a good show. Especially Bachelor in Paradise. Oh my god, it's coming up soon. I'm so excited.
If I think The Bachelorette or The Bachelor is trash, Bachelor in Paradise
that's
is
like
flaming
the trashiest
trash.
Yep.
Like,
but it's
terrible.
so good, and they're so drunk all the time. They're not. I mean, they don't show that they're drunk, but you know they're drunk.
It's like The Real World as far as I'm concerned. Like,
I've never
show.
watched that, but
so
it's fun. And there have been two couples
that made it out.
That made it out. No, but not just that made it out. That are married with kids now.
I don't know what to say to that. Kids don't make it official.
Kids make it official.
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean they're happy. It just means they had kids. They copulated.
Just with any couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think the signs of success is that now they have kids.
I think if they choose to have kids, that's like taking it a step further. That's like, wow, if this is fake, guys, you suck, you know? Because now you have kids. And they have to be happy. Oh, they don't have to be happy.
She has a kid.
Well, because she's messed up in the head.
Tristan's been trash. Uh-huh.
But yeah, so this goes out to my parents. Love can happen in the Bachelor world because they don't believe. They're like, oh my god, you watch that show. And I'm like, I watch that show. I do think love can be born out of any situation, including the Bachelor and Bachelorette. Especially if the girl is, you know, if you can tell she's there for the right reasons, which I think most Bachelorettes have been. And there's a lot of successful couples. From the Bachelorette. The Bachelor, no, they always break up. And because men don't know how to choose. Most of the time. I love men.
I mean, I agree. I think there's like more couples in like the Bachelorette.
Oh, a lot more.
But I still think the odds are not great. And
it's like half.
which is not great for the
50% of couples get divorced.
more.
No, I think the actual
50?
statistic is 50.
Well, I don't know. We'll fact check that for like the Bachelor Bachelorette. Like I don't think it's 50%.
They had for this episode, for this season, they had all the Bachelorettes come back, and I think 6 out of 12 or something are
together.
So Caitlyn, she broke up with
I liked
Sean,
him.
but she's now with Jason, who was from another season. So Bachelor World, you know, it's incestuous, but
I mean, I will say, like, I like the sentiment of, like, you can find love in the most unlikely of places. And it is definitely the most unlikely
but
of
they
places.
make it, they package it so well. Like, oh, you're at the Eiffel Tower kissing.
But it's
under the
easy to
moonlight.
love someone
Yeah.
when you're on a perpetual
Yeah.
vacation.
Yeah.
When real life hits, it's like, I have to pay bills and you live in freaking Chicago and I live in
But
Hawaii.
also, they
like,
make so much money out of it.
They-
Because they become influencers and they get deals and whatever. And they probably, like, even get the flights for free while they are, you know.
I mean, I think it depends. Like, I watched, like, Rachel's season because I love Rachel. She's, like, the
Rachel?
first black
Okay, yeah.
bachelorette.
She chose wrong, in my opinion.
I thought that guy was... I love who she chose, like, the dentist. You don't like him?
The guy, he's a dentist?
I think he's a dentist.
I think he's a plastic surgeon.
No. He's either a dentist or a chiropractor.
He's from Miami. He's such a Miami guy,
He's so
and I don't like
cute.
Miami guys.
No offense.
No, I like them, but not for myself.
Yes.
They're not my type.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
I don't know if she chose
I
right
did
or
not
wrong.
mean to offend Miami boys.
You guys are alright. But,
She likes you.
Yeah, I
For
think-
herself.
I'm moving.
What?
I'm moving.
Oh, I'm going to Seattle. Bye.
But I don't know if she chose right or wrong, but like she had a full-blown career. She certainly didn't need The Bachelor to eat.
Totally.
And like I don't know if her career will ever get back on the same track, given that she has all this celebrity that may get in the way. She was a lawyer, you know.
Yeah.
So it may help some people if you're interested in like your life going in that trajectory, like influencer route or whatever. But I think it's whatever.
Okay.
Let us know. Let us know what you think, guys. If you think The Bachelorette and The Bachelor, if that's a legitimate form of like dating, like if you genuinely think you can find a relationship there, and if you think it's worth it, let us know.
Yes. You can DM us in our Instagram, which is @kindacultured. Also, email us any questions or anything that you may have about anything that we talked about today. Our email is kindaculturedpodcast4, as in the number 4, @gmail.com. And where else?
And you can
Comment
watch
on
us.
YouTube
Yes.
or
Whatever.
and
you
like
need.
this video and
Like,
subscribe.
follow, subscribe, all that jazz.
Yes.
Yes.
So I guess we're wrapping it up.
Yes.
What did we get kind of cultured on today?
Well, I learned about Sadie Hawkins. I really think that's
Yeah,
cool.
me too. I think that's the highlight of like.
I think that's crazy cool.
I
Like,
had never even heard of it before. And I think it's amazing. Like, if my daughter had to, like, do that, I mean, some girls might say that it's, like, you know, oh, it's so annoying that we have to blah, blah, blah.
But it's like
But,
this one time out of like your whole like how many ever like dances and proms.
Yeah.
It's just like once.
It should just be equal all the time, I think. I mean, this is a great, like, stepping stone for, like, a more equal future, I guess.
Yeah.
But,
It should be a little bit more
and
widespread.
it teaches girls that, you know, you can ask them out, too. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be the other way
Take control
around.
of your life. I imagine for young boys too, it's hard to go up to a girl that they like and flipping it and like giving her an opportunity to like take control of her own life. That's great.
Yeah, because they're
That's
not
right.
used to it.
Yeah. We all learned something today.
But
So,
yes,
yes.
hopefully you like the episode. As we said, like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, and email in your questions so we can talk about them on the next episode.
Yes. Till next time. Bye guys.
Bye.